Hey everybody, Mr. Fitz here, and I've got my trusty baritone horn. I'm going to play Montego Bay, and then I'll kind of take it apart and we'll work on it a bit. All right, I'm skipping the 4-measure rest. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now here's the thing about this one. It has eighth notes, it's got quarter notes, and it goes through pretty much every note that you've learned, right? So my advice when you're practicing this is to practice it by phrases. Usually that's 2 measures long, but sometimes it's a little bit less. So for example, if you look at measure 5, up to the first breath mark, which is that apostrophe, that's the first phrase, right? So what you want to do is tap your foot and say the rhythm to it of that first phrase, all right? So let's do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta. And notice we stopped at that breath mark, all right? I'm going to put the foot cam on so you can see my foot. I'm wearing my work boots, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta. All right? So you want to do that first, right? That's the first step in figuring anything out. Then what you do is play it on one note. Let's just do it on an E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and you can pick a different note if you want, but the idea is just to make sure that you're able to tap your foot to a steady beat on one note and play it. Okay, then the third step is to figure out what the notes are, and if you're not sure what the notes are for that first phrase, just kind of pause the video and go back and look them up. Okay, they're all on previous pages. You can also look on the inside back cover of the book, although sometimes that's a little harder to figure out. Okay? All right, so now once you've done that, then, if you know it already, great, but otherwise stop, pause the video and then come back. All right, so then we should have E flat, D, C, B flat, A flat, A flat, A flat, A. And when that natural sign is there, it just gets rid of the flat, so we just call that A. We could say A natural if we wanted to. I'm just going to say A. All right, but the key thing is to say it and push the buttons and tap your foot. E flat, D, C, B flat, A flat, A flat, A flat, A. Okay? And after you can do that a few times, like I probably should do it one more time because I kind of messed up. E flat, D, C, B flat, A flat, A flat, A flat, A. All right? And then after you can do that, then you should try to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And so that's the first phrase. And you're going to just proceed along in the same manner. So you would go starting after that breath mark to the next breath mark. All right? And that starts on the 4th beat. Those are what we call pickup notes, those 2 A's that are 8th notes, right? So I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to start on the last 2 notes of measure 6, and I'm going to say it again. 1, 2, 3. Ti ti ta 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 ti ti ta ti ti ta. All right, and here's the foot cam. 1, 2, 3. Ti ti ta 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 ti ti ta ti ti ta. All right, so you want to be able to do that. If you can't do that right away, then just, pause the video and practice it a little bit, or work on it on your own. You can watch the whole video if you want, and then work on it. But that's the idea. Do it in little sections and try to master each little part. All right, so now assuming then that if you've got the notes going with the tas and the titis, then we're going to actually play one note. All right, how about we're going to start with, since our starting note is A, let's play this all on A. So we're starting on the last two notes of measure 6 all the way through to the next breath mark, but we're going to just play A's. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I'm just saying into my baritone horn what I said with my voice a minute ago. Okay, then the next step is to name your notes. Alright, so again, if you need to pause the video, please do. And here we go. So we're starting on the last two notes of 6. A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, 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 E flat. All right, and you want to practice that, saying it and pushing those buttons. And then after you get that going a couple times, and if you have to pause the video, you can, or whatever, then try to play it. 1, 2, 3. Okay? All right, and then you're just going to go on to the next phrase. And these phrases seem to go, like they're 2 measures long, but they're starting on the 4th beat each time. All right, so same procedure. We'll go from the pickup notes to 9, and we're going to say it first with the TTs. Ready? 1, 2, 3. T, T, ta, 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 ta. Not too bad, right? Let's play it on a B flat. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then if you can do, once you can do that, again, pause this whenever you need to. All right, then you want to say the notes. All right, so here goes. 1, 2, 3. B flat, E flat, D, C, B flat, A flat, G, F. You want to practice that, and you notice you're going to push your valves, all right? And then once you got that, you're going to try to play it. Now, one note of caution, notice at the end of measure 9, it's a B flat, a low B flat, and then in the first note of measure 10, you're going up to an A flat, which is a big jump. So you have to hear it in your ear, like in your mind, what it's going to sound like, and make your lips do it, all right? Here goes, starting on the last 2 notes of measure 8. 1, 2, 3. All right, and that jump is a big jump, so that may take a little bit of practice to get that B flat to the A flat to come out consistently. All right, so now let's do the next phrase. All right, starting the last note of 10. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 ta. And I notice there's an accent on that middle note in measure 11, so I'm going to give that a little more ta. All right? So assuming that you can tap that and say that with the tas, then you're going to play it. And I think I'll do a D this time. 1, 2, 3. And you could, of course, pick any note that you want. Just you want to make sure you get the rhythm and the foot tapping with one note. All right, so then next step, again, you want to say those notes and push the buttons. All right, pause the video if you need to. Here we go. C, B flat, B flat, B flat, E flat, B flat, E flat. All right, and here goes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I want you to notice up until this point the volume level has been forte. You notice the F at the the beginning underneath the note at measure 5. So we've been playing with a nice strong sound. Now at 13 they want us to play piano. All right? So, all right, I think for the most part you should be able to, based upon what we just did, you should be able to kind of nail this down. Remember, once you learn each of those little measures, right, or phrases rather, that you want to piece them together and try not to lag or pause between. So as an example, I'm going to start at 5 and play through until the end of measure 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that's the idea. All right, so looking ahead, only other measure that I might say, two measures, 23 and 24, have stuff in them that maybe is a little bit tricky, all right? So I'm going to play 23 and 24 for you. Okay, so you would go through the same procedure with that. You'd say the ta, ta, ti, 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 ti. And actually I should mention, regarding the slurs that you have there in measure 23, when you first learn it, leave the slurs out, right? And only at the very end, after you get through all those 4 steps that we've been doing in each one before, add the slurs in. Matter of fact, let me show you what I mean. All right, so here's 23, and I'm going to just do up to the breath mark in 24. All right, so here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ta, ti, 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 ta, ti, ti, ta. Okay, now notice I didn't sing the slur. I just kind of said it as a ti-ti. All right, and now I'm going to play that on a B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then the next step would be to do the notes, right? So figure out what they are. B flat, C, B flat, A flat, B flat, E flat, B flat, B flat, D. All right, you want to be able to push them. When you can do that, 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of had an air out there on one of those notes there on the B flat, didn't quite come out. All right, so now, then what I would do is I would add in the slur, and just don't change the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? All right, so listen, work on it, have fun, and you should be able to figure it out. All right, just be patient. It takes time.